Hi everyone, and thank you for joining me. This is just a little update to let you know what's going on, what's been happening, and yeah, what the way forward, what my plan is. So I have been absent on and off now for a little while with various things, lots of things in the background, like family life and everything. And then obviously I started the new job. Um, the job didn't work out. That's just another story again. But this, obviously, my channel is about my weight loss. So I'm not going to go into all those things now. So anyway, yeah, then we had Amber's birthday and we had an amazing time at the spa day, and then we had a lovely afternoon tea. And obviously the celebrations did last longer than just on her birthday. So I'm just going to go straight to the point because I could, go around the mulberry bush talking about different things, but this is how I'm feeling right now. And I knew that I had to do this video now, otherwise I would keep putting it off and keep putting it off, and then I would end up just not bothering to do any more videos. So I need to get it off my chest and get it out there. And I know there's some of you that out there that will probably not like my decision, and some of you will want to leave negative comments. But if that's the case, then just don't bother leaving any comment. If it's going to be negative, I'd rather not have that negativity at the moment, because yeah, it's not needed. So as I've said to you on various videos now, I have gained some weight, which I am not pleased about. I have lost the last 2 weeks, but obviously not enough to get me back to where I was. And I know that since Weigh Day, I have gained weight now since what I lost over the last 2 weeks because of the celebrations that we've had. So there's no excuses, the food, I ate the food. It was me that chose to eat it and I thoroughly enjoyed it. But now I know that that's it, line proper drawn, because I can't let myself go there anymore. I'm feeling uncomfortable with myself. I'm feeling quite like breathless because obviously the extra pounds I'm carrying, and it's obviously playing on my joints and everything, which isn't a good thing. So yeah, so I'm just feeling like it's got to stop. Even though I'm not like, I'm nowhere near 100% on plan, but I'm not totally off plan, if you see what I mean. So the decision I have come to, which, as I said, I know some of you aren't going to agree with, but at the end of the day, I've got to do what's best for me. And I know certain people are going to be watching and not be happy with my decision, but since I've been back calorie counting, all right, I know it's not been the best because I've had like celebration, but it's not all just down to that. But I have not eaten nowhere near as healthy as I was before I went back to calorie counting. I had an apple today, and that was my first apple this whole week. I've had salad once this week, and I am a salad lover. I don't just eat salad because I have to when I'm doing other plans. I eat it because I enjoy it. But this week I've chose not to. As I said to you on my weighing update, I've chose bread products over salad things, and it's just not suiting me. It really isn't suiting me. So I'm sure you all know where I'm going with this. I'm returning back to Slimming World. Now, I told you as well when I went back to calorie counting, I still had some weeks left on my countdown. Well, I phoned Slimming World yesterday just to query this, how many weeks I've got left, and I have got 5 weeks left on my countdown. Now, we all know how expensive living is at the moment, and for me to waste those weeks is just ridiculous. I've already wasted 2 of the weeks, but you know, that's that. Now, I thought about just going to Slimming World, weigh in, but carrying on calorie counting. But it's not going to work because I'm not eating healthy enough. I really am not eating healthy enough. It's not suiting my body. I need the healthy food. And I know I was complaining of Slimming World before I went back to calorie counting that I wasn't losing the weight. And I know all this without anyone having to come at me with this. You know, I've discussed this so much over the last couple of days with friends and family that, yeah, it's, you know, and I wrote list of for and against for Slimming World and calorie counting. Calorie counting I love for the pure reason I can eat more freely. I can have, you know, I can have the Protein World products, for example. You know, I can eat those within my calories. I can go out and I can go and have a Subway 6-inch roll with the family rather than sitting there with a salad. You know, all these little bits are the positives about calorie counting, but I'm not choosing enough of the good food with calorie counting. Obviously that is my own fault, isn't it? I mean, I can still choose those healthy options, but I'm not choosing them. And, you know, and another thing is as well, I really, really am missing the accountability of standing on those scales for somebody to weigh me. It really does affect me not having that. So that's another reason as well. So yeah, it just is, you know, I've got 5 weeks left. It would be completely foolish of me to just waste those 5 weeks, you know. So that is what I'm doing. I'm going to do 5 more weeks of Slimming World, see how I get on in those 5 weeks as to what I'm going to do then. And one of the lovely ladies I was speaking to this morning about this, you know who you are, I was saying about it, and you had a brilliant idea saying that this will take me up to just before Christmas. Obviously, I don't want to go right off the rails for Christmas, otherwise I'll be even fatter because I can gain weight extremely quickly. But then I can think about then 1st of January, which is a Monday, which is like a fresh start, as to what am I going to do? Am I going to be Slimming World girl? Am I going to be calorie counting? And, you know, make that choice then. So that's how I'm working it. That's how I'm going to go ahead and decide what's going to happen. So I know, I know I've not long changed my name back again to calorie counting. It's, you got to realize when you're in this journey and you know you're not, it's not suiting you properly, you have to do something about it, because otherwise you just leave it and then it escalates, and then you end up more unhealthy, and then it affects you, and you have to be happy. You have to be doing what that you're happy with. And right now I'm not happy with the way I'm eating. I'm not happy with the choices I'm making. So, and I know that many people that I talk to do calorie counting and they lose weight, you know, really well with it. I know that, and I know that they make the better choices, but I'm just one of those people that, you know, if I'm given freedom, then I'm not doing as healthy as I should be. Sorry, this is all a bit jumbly up, but I needed to film this right now well, I'm feeling like this, because otherwise I'm just going to be putting it off and putting it off, and then I'll never get a video up. So this is how I'm feeling. This is my plan of action. I'm going to go back to Simmerworld. I'm going to a different group though, because there's one very local to me, which is, you know, very local, and I'm going to go with a friend of mine, and it's an evening weigh-in, which means then, of course, I don't have all day to feel like it's treat day, which we all know that I am a bit of a one for on weigh day, where I think I can have just a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and before you know it, I've had too many treats. And I've always said this about weigh day, and it's one of those things that does get in my way. So I'm going to be weighing quite late of an evening on a Tuesday, I think it is. So, you know, by the time I get home, I believe it's going to be about 8:30, 9 o'clock. So that case, I have not got enough time to be thinking I can eat this, that, and something else. So I think that'll work for me. That'll be in favour for me as well. We hope. And as I said, I'm going to go with a friend as well. So we've got each other to support. So that will be good as well. Anyway, I hope this all makes sense. And as I say, you know, I don't need any negative comments, only good comments. And if you haven't got anything nice to say, then it's best not to say it. That's the way I was always brought up anyway. But yeah, so I know the ones that will still continue to support me, and you always have done. Whatever way I've chose to go, you've always been there. So thank you for that. And I really do appreciate all of your support for that. And hopefully you will still continue to follow me for this journey. So I'm going to say goodbye now, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.